Howdy. It's another TGI Friday video. Got some good stuff to report. I'll wait a little bit. I'll try and stall, see if anybody shows up. Our weather down here in Milton, Florida is rainy. It's been raining yesterday, today, pretty much all night. It was all night last night. Nothing real heavy, no heavy downpours. But it's going to be raining again tomorrow, which really hampers plans I had. I have some major problems with my front end of the vehicle there. I think it's just a brake problem, trying to get that remedied, but that's not a cheap fix because I probably need rotors. I had an appointment for 8 a.m. tomorrow, but it's supposed to be like 60–70% chance of rain. And the guy working on my van is he does not have an indoor garage. So I messaged him trying to rearrange the time for later in the afternoon on Saturday. Still waiting to hear back, but definitely not going to be a long video. But some really cool news happened finally. This could be potentially great news. So anybody who's been watching the channel for a little while knows I've been trying to support Wreaths Across America, Mission 22, the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, and I pretty much live in the Milton, Pace, Florida area. Been doing a lot of stuff with videos involving cemeteries, veterans, and I feel very passionate about that. So something really weird happened. I reached out to the city of Milton several times. Not a whole lot of progress happened there. And then the other day, I get a phone call from an 850 area code, which that's this general region in the Panhandle. And I wasn't sure what it was, so I listened to the message, and it was the lady from the city of Milton that once her and I had talked about my ideas and suggestions to raise money for Wreaths Across America for the historic Milton Cemetery. There's 400 veterans laid to rest in that cemetery. So that was a while back. We talked and didn't really hear any follow-up. So I was kind of, at that point, I had two different ways I could go with my thoughts, and I started getting negative, and then I said, you know what, I'll just travel down this road as a lone cowboy and do what, I'm not real patient. When I have a vision or I'm like a bloodhound. Once I get the scent, I want to follow through. But so the lady calls me. I call her back, and but today's Friday. This was probably Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was. So she wants to set an appointment for me and her to sit down with the city manager of Milton, Florida, to discuss fundraising ideas for Wreaths Across America, which I was elated. I was like, initially I thought it was kind of ridiculous that I have to sit before the city manager. But the more I think about it, I think it could be a positive. So I just got a text message. I was kind of reading that. Sorry if I look a little distracted. But so then the lady's saying, she goes, I also have another opportunity for you. So you're always kind of skeptical what that's going to be. But she said, we're hosting an event at the historic Milton Cemetery. So weird how this all falls into place. On October 18th and 19th, where they're raising money for a walking tour of the cemetery. They're raising money to do improvements to the cemetery. I've been talking about that on videos, and it's I'm not going to say they saw any of my videos because I really don't know. I'm probably not the only person that feels they need upgrades. But so come to find out that that tour to improve the historic Milton Cemetery is being sponsored by a local fire chief. I believe it's the Milton Fire Department. Don't quote me on that, but so he published a book all about the cemetery. That's on sale for $24.95, $25, whatever it is. And so I'm going to be purchasing one, and I want to show you the book because I'm real passionate about it. It tells a lot about the cemetery, probably the Revolutionary soldier, I would imagine, that's buried there. And so I'm real excited about that. So October 18th is a Friday, 19th is a Saturday. If my schedule stays the same, I would be off on Saturday and Sunday, which would be the 19th and 20th. I may request unpaid time off on that Friday. My only concerns are if I'm there representing Wreaths Across America, which I 100% want to do, is due to my sensitive digestive system, I would either have to use facilities in my vehicle that I have a portable restroom, or I'm not sure if they're going to have a like a porta john on site. But and I don't know how many hours are involved. I don't know if it's going to be 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours. So my appointment with the city manager and the other lady is on Tuesday at 09:45 hours, and so I'm excited about that. So that's really cool. That's like kind of a blessing. I went from feeling negative about the whole situation to feeling really positive and upbeat. Um, I need to find time Sunday or Monday to find somewhere where I can plug in my laptop, uh, outline. Um, hey, Melinda, nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. Thank you. So I want to plug in my laptop, create a little document on my list of fundraising ideas, so I look professional and whatnot, and hopefully they implement some of these ideas. I think hopefully they'll be received well. Just the fact that they offered for me to raise money for Wreaths Across America, set up a table, that's really cool. Um, Jason, since you're in here, I have a quick question. Um, do you know if I would really like to have an actual wreath from Maine shipped to me if I do that event at the cemetery? Do you think they would ship me a wreath so I could actually show what an actual wreath would look like and display it so I could better represent the organization? So this is my thoughts. They said I could, raise money for Wreaths Across America. I may try and incorporate the Mission 22 aspect of it too. I'm going to try and emphasize how that is related. But pretty much if the city of Milton is, okay, thanks for at least acknowledging the question. Thank you. So Jason said he's not sure if they do that or not. If I have to, I'll improvise with a nice looking local wreath from a florist or something like that. But anyway, so I need to find out if I can get some decals, a banner, or something like that. But since Milton is hosting this event and they're I want to help raise money for Wreaths Across America in Milton. Probably the money, not probably. Oh my God, a big old fish just jumped out of the water. I mean, like big. And it did not jump like a mullet. It looked like a bass. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. I get excited when I see fishies. So the the money that gets raised for Reach Across America is most likely going to the Milton chapter. You know, if I have a chance to share the word and explain about the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, and people feel passionate, what I'm going to try and do is order a Mission 22 cap. I just found out the link for their website. They have some really cool gear, decals, banners, and stuff like that. So I may try and incorporate a banner from Mission 22. And if that is allowable, and they, you know, when I talk to them about that on the meeting on Tuesday, if they say okay to that, then at least some funds can go to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity if they approve that. So that's the happenings going forward. So I really wasn't going to share any information, but it's been eating me up. I really want to share it. And the other message I want to share is Jason Johnson at JJ Drones, who's in attendance in this right now. His official kickoff for the campaign for the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity starts this Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time on his channel. Excuse me. So hopefully it's something epic, something special. One big thing I've been trying to do, a special guest has not replied back to me, so I'm going to say that's probably not going to happen. I have another backup guest I've tried to reach out to via a third party. Nothing there. I have the lady from the city of Milton may be in attendance watching as well. So I actually should try and reach out. She said she may be able to do that. She has some other commitments, but if she does that, that would be really cool. But I really should have tried to find a way to get the city manager on board for this, and it may be too late for that right now. But something just confirmed. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't see the line above. That's really cool. It looked like he sent me a message as I was starting this. So that's really cool. I think as I was talking, he said something about the kids, the young kids he has. So that's like bedtime. I know we ran into that issue before, not an issue, but reality of parenting. So that's really good news. So Mr. Lope is a really good guest too. He's involved with both of those charities, Reach Across America and Mission 22. So I feel like good things are falling into place. Hopefully my vehicle holds up. So October 18th and 19th, that could be something really special. It's going to be a lot cooler. So funny, I've right around not Thanksgiving, right around Halloween last year is when I kind of was in transition relocating to Milton, and it got cold quickly. My very first night sleeping in the van in Milton, got to 35 degrees. I was not prepared for that. I knew it was going to get cooler in the Panhandle. Okay, he's giving it until 7:30. That's kind of good. The other lady was the lady from the city of Milton, Jason. She was hoping to tap out as quickly as possible. If that, you know, I don't know if you're doing the blinker fluid thing. If you're not, you know, she may be a good early guest to have as well. Explain a little bit more about what's going on with Reach Across America in Milton, and also what's happening with the cemetery. So just keep that in mind. I hate to dictate. I'm not trying to dictate what you do on your channel, but if that's an option, that's an option. Just throwing it out there. But anyway, so I think I'm pretty much done rambling. I need to get ready for work. I need to get some food in me. Just wanted to touch base. I'm like a little kid at, at Christmas. It's just something eats me up. And, I didn't want to wait until Tuesday because I have to work Tuesday afternoon and didn't want to be rushing. I don't know how long that meeting's going to take on Tuesday morning. Could be an hour, probably about an hour or so, I'm guessing. And but wow, little old me meeting with the city manager of Milton to discuss some ideas. And like I said initially, I thought that was ridiculous that I need to do that. But now I actually look at it as a positive that perhaps, you know, perhaps that could be a good thing. I honestly, I do not even know the name of the city manager. I need to do my homework and see what's going on there. But I'm excited about that. So October 18th and 19th, basically, I rambled on about, you know, the weather around Halloween. It's probably going to be chilly, so I'm going to need a hoodie, probably long pants, and hopefully I can find a friend, somebody to come visit me, chit chat with me a little bit. I have no idea what to expect, but I do plan on buying that book representing the cemetery, because all those proceeds from the sale of that book goes to helping that cemetery. It was so weird how I've been doing videos talking about that cemetery needing upgrades, feeling embarrassed for anybody that's laid to rest there, not just the veterans. And then she hits me with that, you know, on a special day that encompasses both. So I'm like, wow. You know, it's not often that I say I feel blessed, but in that aspect, I feel blessed. You know, is it coincidence? Well, you call it what you want to call it, but I call it an opportunity for me to put up or shut up. So that's what I'm going to do if I can get off those days. And the other thing is you have to factor in weather. If it's coming down sideways with rain, that's going to be a problem. Hopefully by then I can have a canopy, try and look more professional. Those walls you can get for the canopies, I don't think they're that expensive. I think they're like $30 a piece. Something, you know, I could consider if finances get better. There's another fish busting out here. So it's weird. I've never seen anybody catch a fish out here, but they look pretty active today. Well, folks, I think I'm about to wrap it up. And hopefully I can talk to you guys either outdoors, around the campfire, around a cooking station. Maybe I'll do another cooking without JJ video. Let me ponder that. Oh, yeah, probably will. Anyway, folks, oh, one more thing. If you tuned in last Sunday to Jason Johnson's channel, it was the unofficial kickoff fundraising. We tried to raise some money. There was 2 little alligator heads that were being offered by me if somebody made a $102 donation for each alligator head. And I found out on Monday that Droning Veteran did make a sizable contribution, over $200. So those were shipped out to Droning Veteran in Utah. He's getting those 2 alligator heads today per the Postal Service tracking number. I packaged it pretty well, I thought. Hopefully it's not damaged in shipping, but hopefully we'll get a positive report from Dan. Maybe he can show his extended family on Sunday night. Hey, Dan, if you're watching, eventually bring Allie and Greta. And Allie's last name, Allie is like the diva in the family. She likes to be called Alligator. She thinks she's royalty. Greta's like chain smoker, always drinking a beer. So they're two different twins, but they're funny. They're a good party topic. Anyway, talk to you next time, folks. Remember, always know your legal limits. That's right. I'm changing it up this week because nature can soothe your soul.